Bonjour my freaky darlings, it's Benji here. I hope you're all doing quite good. Sorry about the lighting, but I don't have one of those ring light things, and secondly, I just don't care. Phoebe's with me, she's just playing on the sofa with her magnet, so she might join us if she feels like it. I doubt it, unless there's food. So, today we are going to do another character chat about Skyler Lucan, the character of Skyler in Beautiful Night. Starting off, just a little bit of a brief outline of Skyler. So Skyler is the head of Lucan Weddings, the wedding organising company in Beautiful Night. He's also the owner of Lucan Watches, which are very high market watches, basically. And that's generated a lot of income for him, i.e. he's a millionaire. He is one of the very few millionaires in the world, I don't know if there are any in the real world, that actually give all their money away, pretty much. He is an extremely charitable person, and he will give practically all of his money to a lot of charity projects that he basically leads and gives to. Obviously, in Beautiful Night, his businesses come under attack by we don't know who, and they are threatened, and if the businesses are threatened, then his way of giving to people that are in desperate need all around the world is very threatened as well. So Skyler, as much as he is a lovely, kind, generous, wonderful person, he is very fierce when it comes to protecting what is right, and he needs to protect his businesses to protect others, i.e. the people that he gives the help to around the world, and he will stop at nothing to protect that. Just a little bit of information on Skyler. So he's a very innocent character, even though he's obviously the he's the CEO of two great big massive companies, organisation, he's quite an innocent character, I would describe him as. So in the story, he does want to retire from Lucan Weddings and Lucan Watches, but he still obviously wants to be the head of the charitable organisation. He has to find basically his successor who will continue that charity work with him. He does not want to give up his company for then it to just generate a load of money for one very greedy person. I would describe Skyler as very graceful in his manner. Yes, I would agree as well. Yeah, he is very wise, knows quite a lot. Knows a lot about the world and how dark it can be, which is why he tries to produce some light into it. Yeah, but I would say he's very graceful in his demeanour and his language and his personality. Skyler is male. He is actually English. He has a British accent. He's English. He has blonde hair. He has green eyes. He has black skin. He was born on the 21st of January. His height is 5'6", so he's just 1 inch shorter than Derek, the protagonist. He's the age of 21 in the books, which is quite controversial. I don't know if it's controversial or whatever. It's quite unlikely because obviously he's the CEO of two main companies. Usually it's not a 21-year-old that would be the CEO multimillionaire of two companies. And he is single as well. So, as usual, I've got some questions here on my phone that I will try and answer about Skyler, which will give us a little bit of trivia about the character. So, who is your character's protector? Skyler doesn't have a protector. He has made his way in life by himself. In terms of the events that happen in the book, they are very dark and twisted and threatening events. So, in terms of where he seeks protection, I think more the word would be support, would be the ones that he loves the most, i.e. his colleagues, the people that he has hired. Skyler is a very personal person. He has gone and hired every single person in the company, handpicked face to face. He's not one of those CEOs that are completely absent, just on a yacht in the middle of the Mediterranean. So yeah, he cares and loves his companies very much because he cares for the people around the world that it provides for, and therefore he also loves the people that work for him and he trusts them as well. So those are his biggest support. I wouldn't say protection, but support. How does your character prepare for bed? Do they sleep at all, or can they stay awake for days on end without trouble? Skyler can go for days on end without sleeping because he's the CEO of 2 major companies. He's had to do that to build the companies up, basically. How does he prepare for bed? Probably listens to some sort of meditation music and probably meditates just before he goes to bed to chill out. Phoebe's right here making a lot of noise. What is their major comfort food and why? Right, because Skyler cares so much, I would say he cares about the environment a lot as well because he's got a lot of charitable events going on. So he will probably be either vegetarian or vegan. I would say his comfort food would be something rather worldly because he's very well travelled. I would say his favourite food would be Accra Fun Fun bean fritters. They're a delicacy from Benin, and they're vegetarian, so there we go. And one of his charities is in Benin as well. If you don't know where Benin is, it's a small country in Africa. How does your character show affection towards other people, if at all? So Skyler cares for people very, very fiercely. How he shows affection towards people, he's quite a huggy person if you're talking about physical affection, very huggy, very caring, but he also has a very, very understanding tone to his voice and patience as well. He does a lot of, but the way he shows affection most is by seeing people face to face and listening to them. He always listens. What have they never done that they want to do? Ooh, I would say what he's trying to do in the books, which is retire. He wants to retire and solely dedicate his work to the charity work. He doesn't want to run the companies anymore. He wants to entrust that to someone whilst he is still active in the charity cases. So yeah, retirement at 21. Lucky guy. Would they give money to someone on the streets? Yes. Skyler gives money to everyone that needs it. People that are very desperate and really are starving in famine and everything across the world, he will give money to whoever really needs it most. So absolutely yes, and then some. What is their obsession? Charity work and making the world a better place. Basically, evening out the scales, and Skyler's charity work is his all. What would your character do if they were betrayed by someone they loved? Skyler either is betrayed by someone he loves, or could he have betrayed someone? Ooh! Skyler would be exceedingly hurt because he feels like he trusts everybody that is in his inner circle very much, not just as a business sense, but compassionately as well. So he would be very hurt, but at the same time, he's strict enough with his emotions to cut them out. Bye-bye. Does your character react instinctively or do they reason out their actions? The latter. Skyler will always reason out his actions, even if there's which there are many times in the book, certain crisis moments where everything's moving at 100 miles an hour. Skyler will do his best to slow it down as best he can and try and reason with things before, you know, going in for the kill. What is their ideal party? A wedding party. That's why he created Lucan Weddings. He does love. I know that sounds really romantic, but yes, I agree. So yeah, that would be it. And also a party with just the people that he loves the most. His colleagues are people that he trusts with all his heart and soul. So his colleagues are people that he loves and trusts the most, and they would be number 1 on the party list. I mean, they are all the time at the parties anyway, because they obviously have to organise the weddings for celebrities and royalties and everything like that. So yeah, that's it, my freaky darlings. That's the character of Skyler. So if you haven't purchased a copy of Beautiful Night already, I sincerely suggest you do. You can purchase it from Amazon. I will leave that as a link in the description below. And have a fantastic day. Yeah! Who's that, Phoebe? Who's that, baby? Phoebe? Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good care, baby. See you later, folks. I love you loads.